2 years ago, on April 20th, 2024, Mindaugas Tarasaitis faced off against Artur Makarov as a champion of the lightweight division. The result? A 4-0 decisive win for Makarov.
Will take that pin.
Since then, Mindaugas has been on a roll, defeating 6 opponents in a row with the goal of obtaining the lightweight title once again. Makarov has also stayed on top of his arm wrestling game, holding the lightweight belt to this day. On April 18th, these two phenomenal arm wrestlers are gonna face off once again. Is Tarasaitis about to reclaim the top spot, or will Makarov shut down the hype train? Well, let's take a look, shall we? Hello again, Blackbird here. East vs West 23 is happening in less than 2 weeks, and if you're planning to attend in person or grab some merch, then make sure to use the link in the description for a 5% discount. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me keep doing what I love. So thank you very much, and on to the video. First off, let's talk about the size and frame of each arm wrestler. Mindaugas Tarasaitis stands at 178 cm tall, weighing just around 77 kilos. In his last match against Daniel Prokopchuk, his biceps measured 37 cm and his forearms 35 cm. Mindaugas has a very lean, ectomorphic sort of build. He definitely doesn't have that bodybuilder shape, but looks can be very deceiving. In comparison to Mindaugas, Artur Makarov stands at 174 cm tall, also will be weighing around 77 kilos, but where the huge difference comes in is with his biceps and forearms. The biceps of Artur Makarov measure 44 centimeters, and his forearms have the same circumference. That is a ridiculous arm size for the weight class. And when we look at any picture of Artur Makarov, we can genuinely just look and see that this man is literally built for arm wrestling. When we move on to the hand, Tarasaitis' hand measures around 21 centimeters. Here we can see a comparison with Coach Ray. Meanwhile, Makarov has this. Absolute bear claws. I couldn't find direct measurements, but Akimbo described his hand as being a super heavyweight one attached to a lightweight body. It's clear that it's huge, and it's not just long, it's also very wide, which is something that will technically play a big part in the match. Speaking about technique, let's talk about the technique of Mindaugas Tarasaitis. Size-wise, Artur Makarov definitely seems to have the advantage, but Mindaugas is an absolute god of technicality and adjusting. He adopts a low hand top row position, utilizing a pocket pull, effectively distributing his force between his back pressure and side pressure. He is very well connected with great hand control, using as much musculature and structure as possible. Mindaugas' style is about adjusting, climbing, and gaining incremental advantages to slowly and surely burn his opponents out. For most, this constant draining static pressure is absolutely overwhelming, and only few have managed to overcome it. The ones who beat Mindaugas did so by exposing his main weakness, and I believe that is speed. Mindaugas' style isn't explosive, it's static, it's slow, it is draining, and that can be a problem against athletes who are quick enough. There have been 2 athletes who managed to expose that weakness at East vs West, and that's Nurdaulat Aidarkhan, one of the most explosive athletes in the lightweight divisions, and also, of course, Artur Makarov. In both of these matches, it was a battle between back pressure and pronation of Mindaugas Tarasaitis and his opponent's wrist, with Mindaugas not being able to crack the wrist in time. Against Makarov, we can see it most clearly. In the first round, when Makarov didn't go full speed, Mindaugas stopped him dead in the center, fully in control. But once Makarov really committed 100% to go to the side, he was able to stretch the arm of Mindaugas and also get on his pronator. He capped him in, supinated a little bit, and then got the win. And that worked for him every single round. Now let's talk about the technique of Artur Makarov. Artur Makarov relies mainly on his incredible side pressure through the elbow. He is able to stay super close and super tight with his arm, channeling all of his side pressure through his very large and thick wrist, which completely consumes his opponent's pronators. Even Mindaugas spoke about the wrist of Makarov. The wrist is so wide that it disrupts his game plan, as it can stretch even beyond the block created by a low hand top row position. His arm power is extremely dominant, staying close while his opponents get absolutely stretched out. There is no apparent weakness in his game. He is very solid all around. But if I were to try to find some, I would say that it is in his defensive game. Makarov is used to pulling on the offense, and it seems like once he gets on the defensive, he doesn't really have a sticky point there. Looking at matches he's lost, he's for example fought against Adam Borzinski, and there his wrist got actually cracked, and he also got beat most dominantly against Oleg Cherkasov, which was a 3-0 destruction. Now that we started talking about the results of certain matches both athletes had, let's now discuss their latest performance. Both Makarov and Mindaugas have displayed very high levels of dominance, which is to be expected. Artur defeated Omer Kozakoglu, Daniel Prokopchuk and also Alexei Zavrashvili. Although it is true that he got defeated by Oleg Cherkasov at AMC 7, which happened just a month after his Mindaugas match on May 25, 2024. Meanwhile, Mindaugas Tarasaitis defeated Artem Taranenko, Corey Miller, Hunter Novs, then barely managed to defeat Yanis Amolins in a very close fought war, Daniil Ustinov, and last but definitely not least, he managed to defeat Daniil Prokopchuk. The match most worth looking at is definitely his rematch against Prokopchuk. I would say that Daniil utilized a quite similar style to Artur Makarov when he fought against Mindaugas. He tried to get the cup in, trying to get inside. And the first time they faced, he managed to do it a couple of times. But the rematch, which happened 4 months ago, was not close at all. Mindaugas was able to take hand control right off the go, and from then on it was more and more dominant for him. Although it is important to note that this match happened under strange conditions. It got announced quite close to the match date, and both athletes didn't have that much time to prepare. On one hand, Mindaugas was ill for some time and then apparently had some stomach problems on match day, and Prokopchuk before trained for a left arm match against Luka and then only had 2 weeks to do something with the right. But if Daniil's and Mindaugas' shapes were any close to the first match, then that would mean that Mindaugas' low hand has greatly improved, which is crucial for him to get a win against Makarov. What will also influence the match is the league's decision about how the matches will look. The time in between rounds was shortened from 90 to 60 seconds. If 2 slips happened in subsequent rounds, then all the other rounds are in the straps right away, and the arm wrestlers have to stay on the table after they foul. This favors the athlete with better endurance, and I believe that person to be Tarasaitis. With all of the information above, it's time for a round-by-round prediction. First round, outside of the straps, there is no loading. Off the go, it's a clean slip. In the straps, Mindaugas loads up as much as possible. He sets up for the low hand, fills out the hand of Makarov, and he wins the setup game. Ready go, Makarov explodes to the side. He gets the containment, he drives to the side, he stretches the arm of Moriarty, his own arm angle stays close, and he gets the pin, 1-0. Second round, again it's a clean slip. And from this point on, all rounds go to straps. One more time, Mindaugas works on filling out the hand of Makarov, setting up as high as possible, loading, trying to tire out Makarov before the round even starts. Off the go, Tarasaitis stops Makarov higher up, but Artur drives to the side. For a second time, he contains the back pressure and starts stretching out the arm of Mindaugas. However, Tarasaitis keeps holding as he feels that the fatigue on the wrist of Makarov is starting to kick in. Makarov puts in a few aggressive drives and the round is his, 2-0. But first warning signs on his side. Third round, now in the straps, right away, same strats for Mindaugas and Makarov. Wrist and side pressure versus pocket pull and low hand. Ready go, and the match gets stopped dead in the center. Makarov attempts to drive, but his wrist starts cracking when he does, so he fouls. On the restart, Makarov drives more aggressively and focuses on also supinating his arm. This proves more effective and puts Mindaugas just above the pin pad. But Moriarty follows the arm. By the skin of his teeth, he doesn't get pinned, as his pronating back pressure starts burning out the wrist of Makarov. Slowly but surely, Mindaugas gets it back to the center. He climbs, he drives, and he burns out Makarov even more, and Makarov fouls. It's second foul for Artur, and now it's 2-1. Fourth round, Mindaugas now stopping it comfortably dead in the center. Artur's wrist is now burned out, and Mindaugas drives to the side. He puts Makarov palm up, Makarov fouls. On the restart, it's another stop from Tarasaitis. Driving to the side, Makarov tries holding for a bit, but he doesn't manage to get on the pronator of Mindaugas, and it's now even 2-2. Fifth round, Mindaugas is fully in control, 3-2 for him. Sixth round, full hand domination, Mindaugas 4-2. Artur is completely burned out, and it's the end of the match. And Mindaugas reclaims the world title. I'm predicting this match to go around 55-45 in the favor of Mindaugas. It'll almost certainly be very close, but I feel like the shape of Mindaugas and the fact he probably took some things from the loss will make his current shape super strong and absolutely deadly for Makarov. 2 years ago, Mindaugas was actually really close to turn the match around. He started cracking the wrist of Makarov, but Makarov just barely managed to drive to the side even without the wrist, and then on the restart he supinated a bit more, which means he put Mindaugas' palm up better. But who knows how it would have went if Mindaugas cracked his wrist just a bit higher up. I'm very confident that in the long term this match favors Mindaugas. His efficiency is gonna be higher in my opinion, and along with the rule changes which will make the matches much quicker, I don't think Makarov will have that much time to recover his wrist round after round. And if or once Makarov's wrist gasses out, I do not believe he has any second options. And he won't have a way out. I'm going 4-2 for Mindaugas. So that's everything from me for today. Make sure to get the East vs West tickets and merch in the description below. The pay-per-view is not live yet, but hopefully it'll be in a few days. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye-bye.